Good morning, friends. How you doing? How you doing? How are you? I want to share with you in today's lesson. I don't know if it's a lesson. It's just a hangout. The three most important things that we should be doing as business owners on a daily basis. Would that be helpful for you? If you're ever caught in the whirlwind of things that you should be doing with 1,000 things on your to-do list, I'm going to hopefully give you a bit of clarity here to help you move through your days with a lot more focus. And when I say focus, I mean focus in the sense of what will actually produce results for your bottom line and helping your audience. Okay. So before I mention them, I do want to give a bit of context. What I'm about to suggest to you is probably going to be valid up until about 3 to 5 million in revenue. Okay, so for most of you guys, this will be very, very applicable for quite some time to come. If you're, beyond 10 million a year in revenue, what I'm about to share with you may still be applicable based on your business model, maybe a little bit less so based on your role in the company. Okay, so let's talk about these three most important things to do each day. Okay, so number one is to make offers. And here's an example of what I mean by that. Making an offer is basically asking someone to do something, right? And that usually should follow some type of value add. So for instance, this video, this training, this 10-minute coach's corner is me sharing whatever I can share to help you in some way, shape, or form. And usually at the end of it, I have a call to action, which is also known as an offer, which is, hey, if you're interested in taking the next step and having us help you get more clients and grow your business, then send me a direct message and let's have a conversation, right? That's an example of an offer. Another example of an offer would be if you're emailing your email list and you say, hey guys, we have this new thing going on, it's a promotion for a couple days. Here you go, here's the link, go buy it. And then you have a couple reminders for people to buy the thing you're reminding them to buy. Or if your offer is getting people on the phone, it's a, hey, send out an email, or you have a social post or a Facebook ad, and it's moving people into, at some points, the opportunity to book a call with you. The more offers you make, the more money you make. It's really as simple as that. And herein lies the biggest conundrum most health experts have to overcome is, I don't want to feel salesy. I don't want to continually be making offers to my marketplace. Well, maybe you shouldn't be in business, right? We'll just put it that way. Because if you have an issue selling what it is you sell, maybe you shouldn't sell it. So the first sale you always have to make is for yourself. You have to sell you on you and your service, your product, before anyone else is going to buy it, right? Because if you don't have 1,000% conviction about what you're doing, then you're not going to feel 1,000% convicted to tell the world about it. So making offers is the only way people are going to do business with you. You have to understand that. And the more offers you make, and it doesn't have to be like, I want to be very clear. I'm not saying you have to have like 100 different products. I'm saying you might have one offer, one service, one coaching program, but you're constantly reminding your audience about, hey, here's the next step whenever you're ready. Here's the next step whenever you're ready, whenever you're ready. But we can't always send out messages just like, hey, ready to work together yet? Ready to work together yet? Can you imagine if every single one of these videos, every single time we hung out, all I said was, you guys ready yet? Just click the link below. Tomorrow, you guys ready yet? Click the link below. You can't do that, right? So you start with value and then you offer, or you basically earn the right, if you will, to put yourself in a position to make the offer. So that leads to the second thing. So the number one thing you should be doing every single day is figuring out a way to make offers. Number two is help your audience, okay? Help your audience. So what that means is, well, here's an example, right? So what I'm doing right now is an example of hopefully helping you guys out. I love sharing whatever I can, right? So in podcasts, video formats, emails, ads, webinars, that's just the way I am, right? So the more you help, the more you are able to earn the opportunity to make the offer. Because you guys should understand that you can't just put everything out for free. At some point, there needs to be a receiving, right? So being open to receiving is very important. So when you help your audience, number one, you're adding, I guess you're building the goodwill bank accounts. You're making deposits in that relationship by saying, hey, here's some helpful stuff. Here's some stuff that'll help you out. Here's something to think about today, or try this today, or try this today. And these are all deposits in the Goodwill bank accounts. And the more you build that up, the more you earn the right to make some of those withdrawals. And those withdrawals are what we talked about as point number one, which is making more offers. But you can't just ask all the time. You can't take withdrawals out of the bank account all the time, because very, very soon there's going to be no money in the bank, right? So you have to have a good balance. And by a good balance, I really mean like 80% deposit, 20% withdrawal. It's probably a good financial tip as well. Not that I'm a financial advisor, but if you make 80% more deposits than you take out, you'll do better financially. It's the same thing with relationships. And when I say relationships, I mean relationships with your audience, with your customers, with your prospects, etc. So that's the second thing we should be doing on a daily basis. And the third thing is building assets. So we created an asset last week, which I'm very, very excited about. It's basically it's a ridiculous offer, to be honest with you. It's 5 books and trainings for a whopping $1. And if you're on our email list, you may have seen it. If you're not on our email list, well, you don't know about it. Okay, so anyways, the beautiful thing about that is that's an asset now that is going to work for us forever. And all we had to do was build the system around it, build the infrastructure, build the automations, and now, whenever we want to run that again in the future, it's all set to go. Building a webinar is an asset. It's honestly the best asset you can have in your business. Like, it's incredible. Right now, as you're watching this or listening to this, there are people watching my webinar, and I created that webinar whenever I created it. Building a team is an asset, right? So right now, we have enrollment coaches that are on the phone with prospects. I'm here shooting this video with you guys. We have coaches on our team who are supporting our clients. I actually have a call with our clients in about 30 minutes. But like, building assets to support the business is huge, because if you don't build assets, you don't have a business, you have a job. And a job is basically you trading time for money, which is the model most health practitioners and coaches live in. And if you are a health practitioner or coach, you must be obsessively focused around building assets. Because if you want more freedom and leverage in your life, it's the only way you're going to get it, okay? You're going to have to make a sacrifice. When I was working with clients 12 to 14 hours a day 20 years ago, I knew I had to start putting time aside to build the assets, to build the dream that I wanted to live. Okay, you have to make that sacrifice, because if you don't, you'll never, ever, ever achieve what it is you want. And that sucks, right? Because it's not fun to live as a slave to, or chained to your business, which is really a job. If you take a week off and you don't get paid, that's not a business, right? That's just a reality. Anyways, so those are the 3 things we want to be doing on a daily basis: making offers, adding value or helping your audience, and number 3 is building assets. So if you think of those 3 parameters in how you operate on a day-to-day basis, really think through what you're doing. Like, ask yourself, is what I'm doing falling into one of those 3 categories? And you might say, like, posting a story on Instagram is helping your audience. Maybe, yeah. You might be making an offer in there, like DM me for next steps. Cool. Building an asset? No, because that story is gone in 24 hours. So be very clear, and hopefully this gives you a bit of a filter to look through, or a lens through which to look through your activities, to look at, is what I'm doing really moving the needle? And if you want to build long-term sustainable growth, I think these are the 3 most important things you should be doing, right? Building assets, which is massively important. Think of assets as systems or predictability in your business. That can be through technology or people. Helping your audience is going to be most likely in the form of some type of content. And then making offers is simply, hey, here's the next step. So here's an example of making an offer. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. If you have, and you're a health expert who wants to get more clients and who wants to grow a successful virtual practice, then send me a direct message. Send me a DM right now, and let's have a conversation to see if we can even help you. I can't say that I can, because I have no idea about your business or you as a person. So let's have a conversation to see if we might be able to help. Okay? And if so, we can tell you about what the next steps would look like. And if not, then we'll point you in a better direction. Cool? So there you go. There's my offer. I did hopefully added some value to you. But again, how we've turned this into an asset. So this live recording is then turned into a video. It is a video that's put on our YouTube channel for life. It's also, in many cases, put into our podcast. So if I'm doing something once, we want to leverage it forever. So that's an example of how in 10 minutes, I've just hit all 3 of those pillars that we just talked about. Hopefully this is helpful for you guys. Hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you tomorrow. Hey, what's going on? Yuri back with you. Listen, I hope you've enjoyed this video. And if you have, listen, if you want to get more clients, if you want to grow your online coaching business, your virtual health practice, and you want to do so in a way where you bring in a flood of clients, not just by hope and pray and posting on social media all day long, or spending so much time creating content no one ever sees. If you're sick and tired of all that stuff, we have a better way. It's called the Perfect Client Pipeline. And I'd love to tell you all about it and show you exactly how it works in our business and in the thousands of clients who are all health practitioners and coaches, and how it's worked in their businesses. Collectively, it's generating more than $100 million in revenue for our clients. And I have no doubts it could help you as well. If you'd like access to this free training, then click the link below in the description. Do that right now. I promise you it'll be the best use of your time, way better than the latest show on Netflix or whatever it is you're watching. Because if you're here and you're a health practitioner or coach and you're serious about taking the reins of your business, becoming better at marketing, understanding how to sell in a way that is serving, not salesy, then these are skills you can develop no matter where you are, because you've already done the hard work. You're already great at what you do. I want to help you fill the gap so you can get your message in front of more people. And that's what the Perfect Client Pipeline is going to help you do. So click the link in the description, enjoy the training today. And listen, if you like the training and you'd like our help, then you can always book in a call with one of our coaches to see how we might be able to help you if you want even faster results. Sound good? So again, click the link below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.